I've got these spoons over here that are not that badly tarnished. I don't even know how much silver's in here, but we're going to be cleaning them with the process where you need the silver to be touching the foil. That's how this whole process works. It's all chemically related. You don't have to use salt. Salt is really stinky. I'm going to go put a little bit of salt in there. It does a chemical reaction that's really not good for the silver. You're going to put some salt in, you're going to put some baking soda, and the idea is that when you do the baking soda and you throw all these chemicals in, the tarnish just goes off of the silver and is absorbed into the aluminum foil. So some people say it does a lot of damage, other people say it does no damage at all. So what you want to do now is, some people like to only use hot water, and other people like to mix vinegar. So I'm going to put in about a cup of hot water, and there is word that this will work as long as the item is sitting on the foil. I wish I had this in deeper liquid, but I'm going to go do the chemical reaction now. We're going to throw in some boy, does that smell. We're going to throw in some vinegar over there, and this reaction seems to only last for a really short time. I don't know if it's strictly the bubbling and then it stops. I'm not sure. I'm sure a billion people will be leaving comments on the whole process. But supposedly, the longer you leave these items in the solution, the more it will work. It will continue to work. I don't know if that's true. I know with a spoon, something like this, you can easily clean this part with polish, but this part is not so easily cleaned. So I don't want to do, I'm not going to do any scrubbing. I'm just going to soak it in here for a couple minutes. Hey, if you like my videos, I've got like a zillion videos on here, and I've done a whole bunch of them recently on cleaning silver with polish, or trying to use this goofy chemical reaction idea that does work and doesn't work. So the thing that I don't like about this process is it doesn't seem, and I could be wrong, it doesn't seem like it's effective, but it only appears to work for just a few seconds while the whole thing's bubbling, and then it stops. Now I know they say you've got to make contact with foil for this to work, and I don't know how much of this is silver. I don't know if it's sterling silver, but I don't really notice much of a reaction right now. I don't notice much cleaning that's happening. I'm getting some, as I move this around, I'm getting some reaction. This stinks. It definitely releases a stinky thing that lots of comments on the internet say this is not smart to do because of the damage it does, and other people say it's perfectly safe. So I expect lots and lots of comments on here. Don't go listing links to products or your website on how to do it, because I'll just block your message. So did this work? I don't know. This doesn't really look like it really did much at all. You get some that could be some damage to the spoon. This doesn't look like it did anything at all. But if I can find I don't know where it is, but if I can find the silver polish, I'm going to go in here and polish this. It did something. I mean, come on, look at that. It definitely did something, but I wouldn't say it is fabulous or spectacular. So I'm sure we will get comments on this video on I did it wrong, or I didn't use the right mixture, the water wasn't hot enough, or I didn't keep it in here long enough, or I touched it, or there'll be something. Somebody always has a comment. So leave your comments. Thank you. This is going to be a very interesting video. I just found some Tarn-X. This stuff is like a zillion years old. I don't even know if it works. I've read that this stuff is highly corrosive or abrasive on silver, but wow. Yeah, this is really old. I don't know if the solution is even good anymore. It's kind of liquidy. But let's see what it does. Doesn't seem to be bringing a lot of dirt up. I can't find the silver polish that I was looking for. I don't know with this Tarn-X if you're supposed to soak it for a while. I think you were. But I remember on the commercials, the guy just dips it in the Tarn-X and voila, it's beautiful. Wow, voila, where did that word come from? Nobody says voila. Nope, getting a message on the cell phone there. So we've got a little bit of a shine. There's no doubt the Tarn-X has worked. And the spoon is really old. I'm trying to get out that little spot over there. I don't know if I can. Yeah, there's a lot of dirt. A lot of dirt. So let's pour some of this stuff in here. Let's see if it even does anything. Because if you all remember that commercial, whoa, this is just like that commercial. Check that out. You can already see. I think there's a difference there. I'm going to go dip this in, try to get some of this liquid here, so I can put it on the handle. And we're doing a little test of the Tarn-X right now. The vinegar definitely didn't work. And the reviews I've done of Blinks, I think it's Blinks, whatever, Blitz, I think, I don't know what the name is. Check my channel page. Wow, this stuff's actually working. I wouldn't use this on fine silver because it's supposed to be really damaging. But this is just an old spoon that I don't really care about. And I know I should be wearing gloves because I'm touching chemicals, but that's okay. I'm impressed. Look at that. That's impressive. There's no doubt that's impressive. It's very impressive. But again, this stuff is supposed to be fairly strong and damaging to the silver from what I've heard. It's doing a beautiful job. And the person that I'm going to give this to, or give it back to, is going to be happy to see a nice little shine on the spoon. And on this thing over here, that's nice. The spoon is damaged. There is some pitting over there. And the handle, I'm going to try to get this a little more liquid on the handle. We'll see what it does. Come on. It's impressive. It does a very nice job. I'm not going to take that away from them. It does work. It does exactly like their commercials say. And it's easy to use. I just don't know if I would use this on something that's worth a fortune that you don't want to damage the plating. But boy, does that look incredible. Absolutely incredible. All right, everybody wants to talk to me today. That looks beautiful. God, I'm just impressed. Really impressed with this Tarn-X. So for maybe piddly little things like this that you don't really care about, this might be a good product to use. Quick, easy, gets you out of the kitchen. I'm going to go clean this stuff up now with some soap and water. and wash off all the dirt, and then I'm going to finish off the video. Check that out. I'm impressed. I'm actually very impressed. Again, I don't know what kind of damage it does to the silver coating, from what I've read, but that's pretty impressive. If you look at the beginning of this video and look at what I've got now, that's awesome. So, if I was just trying to clean something like spoons, and I wasn't worried about doing any minor damage, then I would definitely use something like Tarn-X. I would definitely use Tarn-X.